So we are at Onyado Chikurintei, or just Chikurintei for short, in Takeo Onsen, which is a hot springs town in Saga Prefecture on the island of Kyushu. And Chikurin means bamboo grove or forest. Te means, often for a restaurant or an inn. So that's what this is. It's the luxury property of this area, Takeo Onsen. It is surrounded by, not completely, but there are bamboo groves in the garden. And so 11 rooms in Onyado Chikurintei. This is the top category room called Shuho. This was in 1993, I believe, the Emperor and his wife stayed here. And more recently, the Crown Prince and his wife used this for dining purposes. So this is Shuho. And you can see that, so this whole area from here is the room. I guess total space is described as 250 square meters or 300 square meters or something like that. It's quite expansive. You can see that it's post fall foliage season, but there's a garden with a walking trail down here. There is paths that you can take. There's a nice little stream. And anyway, so this is the walkway into Shuho. See here. All right, so let's go inside. So Takeo Onsen has been around for quite some time. It's very convenient to get to because from Fukuoka or Hakata Station in Fukuoka, there's a Shinkansen that actually extends all the way down to Takeo Onsen, which eventually is supposed to make its way all the way down to Nagasaki, but that's apparently in the distant future, even though they intended it to be done much earlier. So we're going inside Shuho. There's 11 rooms. Reservations are very difficult to get. I had to call them, and by phone you can book earlier in advance than through booking engines or even on their own website. So something to keep in mind. You can see as a wraparound view of both its own garden as well as the bigger garden and yard on the premise. So, see, there's a lot of space. You might think this is unnecessary. You can use it for however you wish, but often it's for large groups of people, where in that case they would pull out futons so that multiple people can sleep, because there is technically one bedroom with a bed. So we'll walk around the outer edge of Shuho, take a look at this garden. You can explore this dry rock garden and the foliage around. You can see that they have sandals for that purpose. So, Japanese style tatami room, another one. I think it's really only going to be used for sleeping, because with nothing here, nary a chair or a coffee table or anything like that, it's not something that you would actually use. So we've come to the end of the edge of this room. You can see it's complete and utter privacy and tranquility. Really nice. Looking back from where we came from. And so this is the main living quarters. This is where meals will be served. Yes, both breakfast and dinner will be served in the room, which is a nice luxury. especially with staffing issues continuing to plague and demography issues continuing to plague Japan. Very nice. You can see through that round window. You can see the little mini pagoda, as well as its reflection on the table. So, what else is there to show? Anyways, let's keep walking. はい、どうぞ入ってください. Looks like they're coming in to serve welcome tea and sweets. This is it's called 化粧室. 化粧 means makeup, or it's a powder room, really, a vanity room. So they've brought welcome tea and snacks. Ocha ね。お茶とおやつ。
嬉野茶と和三盆の砂糖菓子ご用意しております。嬉野茶と和三盆の。
和三。
はい、落雁みたいなお砂糖菓子です。和三盆。
和三盆の。
和三盆。
和三盆っていうの。
お砂糖の。
あ、和って日本のね。の三盆って聞いたことない。
和三盆っていうタイプのお砂糖。
開けてごらん。
これは嬉野茶です。はい、そちら嬉野茶でございます。
ちょっと開けて和三盆。それごと口に入れるの？それで溶けて。
包みから剥がして。
あ、剥がして。
お砂糖です。
和三盆。OK。
Type of sugar。
で、これは嬉野茶。嬉野 tea。嬉野 is the neighboring city of Takeo Onsen。隣の町ですよね。美しいな、これ。このライトも。ね、見て、上も、天井も。
この天井素晴らしい
You
で
can
すね。
see the ceiling, the artwork that went into, you can see the wood. It's not just a room. Yeah, so it's very nicely done. Anyway, so we're going to go this way. 後でいただきます。All right, so let's keep going. All right. So over here was the powder room. Over here is the main bedroom. Now this is Western style. This was converted into a Western style room in 2017 during its most recent remodel. You can see really nice wood beams up top. And then here, you can see there is the yukata and some other socks and other amenities. I think there's, I wonder if there's anything else down here. Nope. So that's what they have. Then you have vanity. And then over here, we'll go out there to show you. This is the onsen hot springs. Rotenburo means open air bath. But let's show the room. It's very kind of modern, very modern design. It's quite different from the Japanese tatami rooms that we just took a look at earlier. Anyway, so this was renovated in 2017 when the room was turned into a Western room with a bedroom. You can see over here, this is where we came from right to left to get into the Shuho room. Over here. I'm sure during the fall foliage season, it's going to be extremely beautiful. And then over on the far end, you have dual sink, vanity. And then down here, there's a shower. And indoor bath, which is not hot springs, and you fill it up yourself. And then coming outside, this is the outdoor area. And put on my slippers with onsen. Very peaceful, relaxing environment to take a nice dip. One thing it must be said, so in Onyado Chikurintei, there's either in-room onsen or a communal daiokujo, as they call it, bath. But there is not a private rental, like a family bath. So you either do it in the room or you go in a communal type of environment. The other thing of note, while this is hot springs, the hot springs are recirculated, which some of the places have what they call gensen kakenagashi, which is never recirculated, it just continually free flows. But this is not that. So if that's something, if you're a stickler for the onsen type, then well, this is not it. Although they claim here that their filtration system is extremely advanced, so it's not. They don't use chlorine or do too much of those type of things to dilute the quality of the water, or it's not very chemical laden, if at all. I don't know the details. I'm sure they explain it on their website. Anyway, so this, again, Shuho, I think 250 square meters. Don't quote me on it. The top room category of 11 at Onyado Chikurintei, which is the renowned luxury property in Takeo Onsen, which is accessible easily by Shinkansen from Hakata Station in Fukuoka. It's in Saga Prefecture. Okay, all right, well, that's that, and I hope you enjoyed.